Yes, guys, job halfway done. So freaking pumped. Hey guys, welcome back to another match review. This is Porto 0, Chelsea 2. It was honestly a really nerve-wracking game. Before we get into any of it, make sure to drop this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and yeah, let's get into this video. So first, I want to take it back to the starting 11. I was honestly a little bit surprised that Thiago Silva didn't start. I thought with all of his experience, he would be in the starting 11, despite that blunder that he made against West Brom. It turned out like it didn't impact us too much, but I just felt that the defense as a whole was very shaky. Porto were playing extremely well. They had a lot of opportunities, I feel, and I just felt that Porto were pressing Chelsea a lot. So when they were pressing so much, it made it difficult for Chelsea to string together any passes, and Chelsea were just playing long balls, just trying to clear it, but nobody was really getting on the end of them, and so it was a bit frustrating. I felt that Porto were definitely the better side, and honestly I was just bracing myself for them to score because I didn't think that we looked really strong or confident. It looks like a really shaky first 20 or 30 minutes from Chelsea. I felt that the midfield was getting completely overrun as well. The Porto defenders were just dominating Jorginho and Kovacic, so it was a very nervy first 30 minutes or so. In Chelsea's first shot on target of the game, Mason Mount scores. Honestly, loved that turn. He's making that his signature. We've seen him do it in a lot of games. He's really perfected that skill. It was a great pass from Jorginho, but Mount still had a lot to do. And I've just been so incredibly impressed with him. He's been showing up in these big games. He's scoring against these big teams. Scored in the Champions League, now Chelsea's youngest goal scorer in the Champions League in the quarterfinals. And he's scoring against teams like Liverpool. And it's just so great to see that he's really coming into his own. One of his goals was to score more, and we're seeing that. I think he has 5 in his last 15 or 16 games. So 1 every 3 games is a really great return, and I feel like we're only going to see more from Mason Mount. He's just such an incredibly special player, and I just love how he's proving everybody wrong. He doesn't listen to anything, and he's becoming one of Chelsea's most important players. Definitely a contender for captain, if not next year, then the year after. But I was very impressed with him, and I was really happy that he was the one that got the goal, because I feel like he works extremely hard, and it doesn't matter who he's playing under, he still is just excelling, and it's so great to see. So Chelsea went into the second half with a 1-goal lead. I still felt that we didn't look amazing. I felt that we really weren't stringing together all that much, and Porto really, I feel that they played well. They had a couple of shots that were stopped. They were a bit unlucky, and I think that the real differentiation between these two sides was just individual moments of brilliance by Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell. That second goal by Ben Chilwell really put the nail in the coffin for Porto. Well, the nail in the coffin for this game, but 2 away goals for Chelsea. It really is a great result, because that means Porto are going to have to score at least 2 goals, but maybe more. So really good result for Chelsea. I felt it was a scrappy game. I don't think it was our best game of football ever, but it speaks a lot about the team that they cannot have their best game but still scrape out this result, 2-0 win. So it was a really good result for Chelsea, and I think it was a really good response after the 5-2 bashing against West Brom. Would I have liked Chelsea to play a little bit more, I don't know, I want to say like coherently? I don't know if that's necessarily the right word, but you get what I mean. I wish that we were a bit more fluid in how we played today. It was very nerve-wracking, and I wanted it to be more of a great team performance than just individual brilliance, because I feel like sometimes individuals just bail us out, and I really want to see it as like a full team performance, because if those individuals don't perform well, then you're out of luck, and I think we've kind of seen that so far this season. So something still to work on, but definitely a great performance for Chelsea to build off of. Now I want to take a moment to talk about some individual players. I don't feel like Kai Havertz or Timo Werner really ever got into the game. I felt that, at some points I even forgot that they were playing just because they really weren't on the ball all that much. Timo Werner actually didn't even have that many touches. I think Pulisic might have ended up with more touches than him in like half of the game time. But I really expected more from them, especially Timo Werner. He had an opportunity to hedge the ball if he just like got his head down. That was a really great opportunity. His first touch still letting him down a little bit. I didn't feel that he held the ball up very well. I didn't feel like Havertz really did anything. I know that they're still getting adjusted, so I'm willing to give them this year as a pass, but it's just something that I feel like needs to be worked on. Now I want to talk about my man of the match candidates for this match. So the first one, it's pretty obvious. Mason Mount. Thought that he had a really good game, but not only that, the goal is really decisive, and I was hoping that the goal was going to settle Chelsea a little bit more than it did, but Mason is just showing week in, week out that he's stepping up when Chelsea need him to, so I'm really happy for him, and he's one of my man of the match candidates. The second one has to be Ben Chilwell. I didn't think that Chilwell had necessarily a standout performance, but that second goal is so important, and honestly, it was an incredible goal. It was ridiculous, like the way that he just took it off of the defender, and then he still had a lot of work to do, and he looked really calm and collected, and I just felt like when he was dribbling that he was going to score. So it was really great to see Ben Chilwell, who really hasn't been having the best season so far for Chelsea. He had a really great start and really has just kind of plateaued out. It's really great to see him getting a goal. Hopefully that can help to build up his confidence a little bit, but I was very happy for him, so he's my second man of the match contender. My third one is Edouard Mendy. I thought that Mendy was really great today. He made a lot of very important saves. Porto had quite a few shots on target, and Mendy was just there. There was one moment when Rudiger totally slipped up. Mendy had him covered, and just a couple of instances where I felt that Mendy was a very good shot stopper. And I feel like Porto honestly were a little bit unlucky not to score. I fully expected them to score. If they had their two highest goal scorers on the pitch, they were out through suspension, I really feel like Chelsea could have gotten punished a little bit more, and that's massive credit to Edouard Mendy because he was just fantastic. And then my last vote for man of the match is Cesar Azpilicueta. I thought that he had a really strong performance. He's showing that he's one of the first names on the team sheet under Thomas Tuchel. You guys all know how much I love Azpilicueta, so much that my husband looks like his twin, but I just think that he put in a defensive shift. He made a couple of really important blocks as well, and I thought that he had a good game. Overall, my man of the match has to go to the one and only Mason Mount. Just thought that he was incredible, and that goal really was absolutely superb. Pulled it out of nowhere, so very, very happy for him. And yeah, he gets my first man of the match award in this new template, so congrats, Mace. That is very special. I'm sure you're gonna see this. Not the most convincing win from Chelsea, but they got the job done, which is the most important thing. You got 2 goals, 2 away goals, which is even more important. And overall, they've made it very difficult for Porto to get back into this tie. Hopefully Chelsea can finish off the rest of the game and just holds them off in the next leg. But I do feel like Porto were very hungry today. They're going to be hungry for it, and I wouldn't put it past them to fight back and to get a goal or 2 and to really challenge Chelsea in this tie. So going to be a really difficult game. The job is not done, but it's halfway done, and that is really great. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to drop it a like, subscribe to my channel, please, please, please. And yeah, until next time, I'm out.